Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to do my intro. So today we're going to be getting into some mystical agriculture. We're going to be trying to turn some plants into different ores and blocks and things like that to help us progress. And if we can get it automated, then we can get some high amounts of resources very, very fast. So we might also try and dabble in some refined storage. That way we can actually hold everything that we're earning. So let's go ahead and try and get right into that, because it's going to take us a minute. Alright, so I've got everything that we need to get started, at least, over here. Or, I say that, we're still missing a couple things for automatic farming, but to make everything, this is what we're going to need. So let's try to grab the red wool, stone, and ingots. The Infernium seeds are huge because we need to automate Infernium, which is this right here. Once we automate that, we can make, I'm not even going to try and pronounce them, but the green, orange, blue, red, and yellow. We're going to try and get up to red. With the red, we can make this a premium hoe. This premium hoe is unbreakable, which is great for automatic farming. The rest, everything else in the game can break, but the Supremium and the Awakened Supremium. These two are the only hoes that don't break, and when we're using this harvester pylon, it uses durability, so we need something that won't break. We need to make a wand, so we're going to need one of those. Wands are needed in order to craft most seeds. Boom. Alright, we got the first wand. Alright, so what we're going to need is one infusion altar. And then we're going to need 8 of these infusion pedestals. We can make 9. We'll just drop one off. And boom. Alright, so in order to do this, we're going to need a nice area that we can work with. We clear some of this space out, make an area for the altar, and then close by we can make the farm. Alright, so now that we have this little area set up, we're going to go ahead and throw this altar right in the middle. And then it should show us where all the pedestals are, and we can just place them, if I can place them correctly. We can just place them on all the correct spots. And now we can officially make these seeds. Now, obviously, you want more diamonds. So in order to do this, we would need 4 Supremium Essence, 4 diamonds, Prosperity Seed Base, and we would put them in this configuration, just alternating around the pedestals, and we'd get 1 diamond seeds. To get 4 of these, you need 16 of these in the crystal. So I just end up yapping here for the next like 2.5 minutes. It takes 256 Infernium per 1 Supremium. So for the 4, I would need just over 1,000. So I found a diamond hoe, and that's what we're going to use for now. Now we're going to make a harvester pylon, which isn't bad, but we need that blackstone, 2 iron bars, 3 quartz slabs, and a hay bale. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this harvester pylon. We have our spruce drawer, and we have everything that we need. Now, I do want some red fertilizer as well. Red fertilizer speeds up the growth heavily, and you only have to apply it once. So we're going to do that in just a minute. We need some more red dye. I think we have enough bone. Yeah, we have plenty of bone meal, and we have gold nuggets. So honestly, we need red dye and maybe even some wheat seeds. But before any of that, we're going to go ahead and get a area planted down. We're going to take that here just so we can access this for now. Throw this hoe in there. Alright, let's try to make some of that red fertilizer. We're gonna need some more red flowers, and I need a minimum of 48 right now. Alright, so after committing mass deforestation, I now have enough red dye to get most of this, but that also means I'm gonna need 48 bone meal, 32 gold nuggets, as well as seeds. I'm just short on the seeds, actually. I'm perfectly good on seeds. Go ahead and craft up. What do we need? Less than that, but we will eventually need more in the future, so I'm not upset about it. You can see the little red sprinkles in there. That is the red fertilizer. So now we got the red fertilizer down. Speeds up growth, hopefully. The thing that really puts everything into motion is the lily pad of fertility, but these are not the easiest things to get, because we need 3 slime pearls, 3 tantalizing glands, 3 red bones, and 3 green dye per lily pad. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out and we're gonna try and find creeper, skeleton, and slime. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use these mob swabs on them. We collect their DNA, and we can use their DNA to make spawn eggs, which we can then put into these spawners. If we put it in the spawner, we can control what they do and basically make a mob farm. It'd be really, really, really easy. A slime is not gonna be anywhere around here, so we're gonna have to go find a swamp, which is up here. We might actually go over here since it's a bigger one. So we just swab them. Mob swab used, and now we should be good to just There we go. Look, we got a rib bone out of that. I have an enchantment that gives me higher chances to get those items that we need. Let's see if we can get one from this creeper right here. If I can hit him. Oh my god, if I can hit him. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we got one from him too. Are we gonna get one like all the time now? So it's like really high chances, which is actually really, really good. Vindicator's give emeralds, don't they? These are easy to make. Why not? Yeah, we'll take the Vindicator. We also upgraded our backpack to a diamond backpack. Another thing that we really want to get a mob swab of is a cave creeper, because the cave creepers, they can drop rare ores. Very, very rarely, but they can, like diamonds, emeralds, stuff like that. I'm assuming there has to be a slime spawner in that manor on the map. Alright, slimes, where y'all at? Go and grab a bunch of lily pads though. I hear slimes. All I need is a swab. So if I could just see one. Are they on the top floor? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Come here, slime. Didn't mean to kill him, but you know, we'll take it. Witches would be nice to have too as well, actually. Come here, witch. Alright, y'all. There we go. Putting all of them like Pokemon. So we got what we need. Let's get back. Don't see any waystones anywhere, so I guess we're gonna have to run all the way back. I will see you guys back at the house. Yeah, we got mending, but unfortunately, no waystone. Alright, so we are back at the house. Let's go ahead and make our first lily pad of fertility. So we got the 3 fertile essence. Bam. There we go. So that's going to speed up everything. I believe it's in a 9x9 area. It should reach majority of this. It might not reach these, but it will reach, should reach everything over here. Everything other than these 2 rows right here will reach. Which means it'll probably actually be better put to use right here for now to get the most ground covered. Next order of business needs to be finding a way to farm those for the lily pad of fertility. So in order to do that, we're going to use these mob swabs to make chicken feed, and depending on what mob swab you use, if you feed that to a chicken, it will explode into the spawn egg of whatever you used. Take some seeds, mob swab, experience bucket. And if we go find ourselves a chicken to feed it to, do I need a mob swab a chicken? I might need a mob swab a chicken. Alright, so I found a chicken. There we go. Alright, come here, chicken. Alright, let me just right click it. Yeah, he exploded. How unfortunate. Put this over here. Do that. Okay, that was unnecessary. You didn't have to spawn instantly. You couldn't even see what I was trying to show you because I was too busy fighting the zombies. But basically, I right-clicked the spawner with the spawn egg. It took away the spawn egg, and now it's a chicken spawner. Oh, does it need grass, actually? It might need grass. Hold up. Yeah, it does need grass. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's try 5 chicken. Alright, there we go. So we have a chicken spawner out there now. So we'll always have our chickens. Alright, and lastly, we need to make our slime. So seed, bam, and slime. Go feed one of these chickens the slime. Use the slime feed, he explodes. And now we have a slime spawn egg. Let's see if they spawn. They realistically should. Oh, that's fine, because we don't need them to spawn right now. Okay. Sick. So we're at 252. Let's go ahead and take literally everything out. We're going to go inside and we're going to try and make one of those crystals really quickly. To make this, we need the master or the normal infusion crystal. Master is unlimited. Normal is 1,000. We should realistically only need to make this one once. So let's go ahead and get a diamond and 4 prosperity shards. And boom. So if we take that, put it in the middle. Surround it with all of our essence. And now we got this. But we're going to keep going because we do want to make that. Oh. So I think the first thing we're going to do is try and make a master crystal. So I've done the math. And it's quite unfortunate. I need 1,536 Infernium in order to make 6 Supremium. Which is why we need that farm out there. I think I'm just going to let this AFK farm for a little while, and hopefully by the time we get back, we can at least make this infusion crystal a master infusion crystal. If we just slap this into the storage drawer, it should be able to hold well over 2,000. It now holds 16,000, and that is perfect because we only need about 3.5. All right, so I'm gonna sit here in AFK, and I'll be back in a bit. All right, why do I hear a spider? Oh, hey bud. That's actually an insane trade. Hold up. A totem of undying for 10 emeralds? Come here. It's one of the craziest trades I've ever seen from a wandering trader. Alright, so we do have a totem now. So let's try to check on it real quick, and then we'll decide where we want to put our temporary farm. Alright, cool. So we have 1.5k almost. That will be enough for our gym. So let's go ahead and yank all that out. And we're going to get that gym so that we don't have to ever worry about it breaking. Oh, okay. I guess that's right. Cool. Alright, now we don't need this one anymore. But yeah, now that we have the Master Infusion Crystal, it doesn't matter how many times we use it. It will never break. And that's what we like. While we wait, I think I'm going to go ahead and make a mob farm area. We'll just go... Alright, but honestly, with this 400, 500 now, we should have plenty. So let's go back inside and see if this is enough in order to make that hoe. That is amazing. I had just enough. I did not have just enough. I'm a liar. I needed 8 each, and I had 4 each. So we are still going to be working on this for a minute. Alright, so in the meantime, I want to work on getting a temporary mob farm set up. I'll eventually make this above ground, but right here, I should go below ground. We need a place for it to land like that. I think this will be fine right here, but we just need to make it a little bit wider. Alright, that's perfect right here. Now I just need to go up. So if I just take those 2 spawners and put them right here, and they'll flow on in. I'm gonna make another bucket so I can get some water flowing. I need a sign. I think we're good. The slimes won't fit, but slimes are easy kills, so we don't really have to worry about that anyway. Okay, I need to be able to get out of here fast. Just normal skeleton. Oh yeah, that's huge right there. No, this is going great. Alright, let me go grab the slime spawner, and I'm gonna just make another room so I can go in there and kill them. All the little slime heads. Alright, yeah, this is working out extremely well. Alright, I think we've now given it enough time so that we should have enough to make the final couple gemstones. But we also have enough for 16 lily pads. So let's go ahead and get that cooking up. This thing's about to be pumping out Infernium Essence, and we won't have to worry about it again. I might up how much it holds as well. Alright. Nope, it works. Awesome. And there we go. The unbreakable hoe. So now you're about to see some real speed on this farm. So I expanded the farm a little bit. This is going to be entirely in Infernium. And I added 2 modules down here, the copper and the gold, to make it so it can hold 262,000 the Infernium Essence. And as of right now, we're at 22.7k. But I spent a little bit of time crafting them all into Premium, Imperium, what was it, Tertium, Prudentium, and we have 3 there. I also melted up some silicone for refined storage, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, so we have a bunch of these, and we're going to try and go through and make as many of these seeds as we can. Alright, there we go. Pretty easy. And I can also double up on some of these later, but as of right now, we're just going to do it like this. So, the way we do this is we run out to this altar over here. We're going to throw 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to run back into the house because we forgot all of the prosperity seeds. Alright, so the base in the middle. Right click with the wand. And I don't have particles on. But there's the diamond seeds. Alright, so we'll go emerald next. And I used to think that you had to put them in the right pattern, which would be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going to do the rest of these just like this with the same pattern, and we'll be back. Good news is we can put it right next to our other one, so we can get the bonuses of the lily pads of fertility. So let's just throw it down right here. And we'll go ahead and go over, this is fine for now. So we have 11. Throw that in there. Make it 7 by 7. Put down a red fertilizer so it all goes faster. Pop down these seeds. There we go. Once these get going, it'll go a lot faster than we need. Let's organize this. Just so I can show you what we're looking for. With these essences, we use our, let's see, diamond essence. Make it in a full square, and you get a diamond. We already almost have one. I didn't know we could make a heart of the sea. That's kind of sick. Eventually, we're going to have at least one plant farming every single item that you can possibly get. And using that, we can make most items in the game. I forgot to mention that while I was AFKing and farming for the lily pads of fertility off camera, one of the skeleton horse traps spawned, and I just captured the best one, the jump height and the speed. I don't know where the rest of them went off to. I don't see them anymore, so I guess they disappeared. Oh no, there's one. Alright, so I've been AFKing here for about almost 2 hours now. I went and watched an episode of Big Brother, if anybody knows what that is. It's just started for me, so we are watching it. 53,000 Infernium Essence, which is huge. Nice. Okay, we have a lot of essence. So we're gonna get all this turned into resources, and I will get right back with you guys. I believe we got over a stack, but if it wasn't over a stack, it's just barely not over. 53 emeralds. Not a horrible haul. So basically, the other things that I want to do is I want to make some growth accelerators, and basically these can stack. So I can have, you can have 9, 18, 27, 36, and 45. And it's basically, you'd put 9 of these, then 9 of these, then 9 of these, then 9 of these, and so on. And they're honestly not that hard to make. Here's the issue. Prosperity shards. Alright, no longer an issue. Alright, so I went ahead and dug out a hole underneath our farm over here. And all we gotta do, drop on in. Set all these growth accelerators down. And just play this. 1, 2. That should be everything that we got. And they should be flying now. It seems like they're going a little bit faster, but it doesn't seem like they're going super quick. I do know that they go insanely fast once you have everything. But honestly, this should be plenty for now. With that being done, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We got our Infernium seeds going pretty quick. And then we got a nice little basic ores farm over here. We are eventually going to get every single seed possible. So there's going to be 90 total seeds that we can have. Okay, yeah. We're not going to do a farm for every single seed. Because that's 90... What is that? 80 seeds for each one? No, that's too much. But we probably will do at least a row for each. I think that's pretty reasonable. With that being said, we're definitely going to be done with today. And we're going to make this look better a little bit later. But as for now, we're just resource gathering. So I will see you guys in the next one.